We welcome you here to Wellesley's Honeywell Field, the home of the oldest high school football rivalry in the country, the Needham Rockets and the Wellesley Raiders. Mike Riley, Aaron Siegel, and Robbie Johnson here joining you this morning. Getting ready to get things underway right now. Needham in their road white uniforms and their gold pants. The Wellesley Raiders in their home black uniforms. The Wellesley Raiders won the coin toss, and they have elected to receive. So we're going to get things underway right now here. Needham 7-3, the Wellesley Raiders 2-8. Andrew Morochik with the kickoff, and we are underway this afternoon. Ned Holmes on the return there, and Matt Jama as well for the Raiders. And on the return here for Wellesley.
87 and 89 to tackle.
Where the return? Matt Jama with the return there, and take it down there on the play by Mark Riley for the Rockets. So, gentlemen, happy Thanksgiving. Ready to get things underway here. The Raiders will begin right at their own 32-yard line.
Yeah, this Needham defense comes in with a solid group led by seniors Danny Pierce and Dan Cavanaugh in the secondary. Also a solid defensive line with Stephen Farlow, Zach Nussbaum, and Phil Coleman. So good defense here to start for Needham.
All right, the ball carrier there is Dan Elfman, the running back for the Raiders. Will be hearing his name a lot. And Dan Sheehan in on the tackle for the Rockets. Robbie, the Wellesley Raiders here, 2 wins this year. A win for Needham today would officially put them in the postseason. So Wellesley would love to spoil this one for Needham.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, this is the last game for the seniors. They want to go out a high note, and they love to spoil Needham's playoff hope, as you just said.
And up again to Elfman right here. Taken down to the play by Graham Finley.
Stephen Farlow with the tackle
And
there.
Farlow as well. Hey, we had the seniors are starting today, huh?
Yeah, it's going to be their last Thanksgiving game, always a special game. This year's no different as Needham. This one's actually extra special because if Needham wins, they're in. No better feeling than that.
7-3 season for them, Aaron. They're coming off a win against Newton North just a couple of weeks ago. 3rd down and 7 for the Raiders at their own 36-yard line. Shotgun formation under Matt Peeney as a quarterback, back to pass. And he gets it there to Dan Elfman.
32 with the stop.
Taken down to the play there by Danny Sheehan.
Yeah, Sheehan's had a great season so far, stepping in at linebacker. Linebacker was a big question mark coming into this season, and Sheehan's done a great job filling in that void.
And the Raiders will have to punt this one away. Now, don't forget a couple of things here this morning. Well, we'll talk about this after the punt, rather.
I'm trying to see it.
Tucker Morgan punts for Wellesley.
Tucker Morgan's punt there. Returned by Dan Pierce. And that'll be down at the 42-yard line.
65-53.
Brian Peterson and Cole Buldy hit on the stop there for Wellesley. All right, gentlemen, as I was saying, the games usually are 12 minutes long, but today, 10-minute quarters.
Yep.
Want to explain that, or do you want me to do it?
Well, it's because you have to be fair to Needham. They have a chance at the playoffs, so they got to be fair and not make them play 12 minutes. If they make the playoffs, it would be on Tuesday night, which is only a 4-day rest. So,
all right. Here's the story. Ryan Charter is the new quarterback for the Rockets. Drew Burnett got hurt earlier in the season against Milton. So actually a pretty good job since it took over the starting position. Mike Vespa, the ball carrier on that one.
Stop by 53.
And taken down to the play by Cole Bully. No gain on the play. Another return guy back for the Rockets today is Mike Vespa, who was out the last 2 games with a concussion. He's back today, though.
Yeah, Nico Panapinto also returning to the Rockets after a 2-game absence.
2nd down at 10 at the 41-yard line. Charter under center. It's a pitch out to Mike Vespa. Comes there on the right side, and Vespa taken down right before the 49-yard line. That was Tucker Morgan in on the tackle.
With Ian Riley out for the season, expect a heavy dose today from Mike Vespa in the Needham running game.
And let's see if the Wellesley defense can get an early 3rd down stop here and force a 3-and-out for Needham.
3rd down and 4 for the Rockets at their own 47-yard line.
Yeah, big play here for Needham. First down is big as they force Wellesley to a 3-and-out, but they don't want to give it right back to Wellesley.
High formation, Charter under center, motion for Mark Riley. And Charter Handoff to Vespa again, and looks like they'll be utilizing the run game a lot today. That is going to be a tough angle here. It should be a first down.
Yeah, it's definitely very close. The ref just signaled first down, so it'll be first down and 10 for Needham, just inside midfield.
Cole Bully in on the tackle there for the Raiders. Brings up a 1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Wellesley 47-yard line. All the plays for Needham have been runs. Charter again under center. High formation. Pitch out again goes to Mike Vespa. Not wasting any time on him. Running this one down. And that's Cole Bully on the stop for the Raiders.
Yeah, and Wellesley almost had him at the point of attack there for a loss, but he was able to get by and gain 6 yards on the play.
So quick correction, Jack Dario in on the tackle for Wellesley, excuse me. 2nd out of 5 here for the Rockets at the Wellesley 43. Another run, Aaron, or what?
Yeah, it looks like it. I formation again. Oh,
And
no,
now
I'm
it'll be
wrong.
Play action. Charter is passes deflected. Deflected at the line of scrimmage by Dan Wilkins.
Surprised there. I think they should have done run because they had 2nd and 5, and a run may have gotten them 3rd and short, 3rd and 1, 3rd and 2, or now it's an incomplete pass and it's a 3rd and about 5. So definitely a harder play than 3rd and 2.
Well, nice play there by Wilkins, getting into the backfield and knocking down Charter's pass, and now it's a 3rd down medium for Needham.
3rd and 5 here for the Rockets. Right at the Wellesley 43. Charter back to pass. Better get it off quick. He's in trouble. Oh boy. And he's down right at the 50-yard line. Taken down for a big loss. That was Callan Ravret on the tackle.
Yeah, that was a big play there for that Wellesley defense. They got right in on Charter, and he had really no chance to throw there. And now Needham's going to be forced to punt, I think.
Andrew Morochik will punt this one away. Back to receive for Wellesley is Matt Jama.
Yeah, it's definitely been a shaky start there for the Needham pass protection as Charter was under heavy pressure with both those throws.
Morochik with the punt, not a bad one. And that takes a good Needham bounce right down to the Wellesley, let's say 22-yard line, down there by Dan Kavanaugh.
Looks like it's about at the 15.
On the 15, excuse me, we got a tough angle here.
Yeah, very tough angle.
We're right
Well,
in the
you're-
middle of the masses.
Well,
here.
you know, what you're seeing on the Needham and Wellesley channel right now is a great camera for the 50-yard line. We're over on the 20.
Yeah.
So we got a tough angle over here. We're doing the best we can, though. And we also don't have a monitor, so we're trying to really do this off the cuff. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 15-yard line. Shotgun formation, Peony. And Peony back to pass, not wasting any time. Gets it off there to Ned Holmes. Holmes take it down to the play by Dan Kavanaugh. Oh, we got a late flag.
That's probably a face mask there on Kavanaugh, so that'll be another 15 tacked on and a first down for Wellesley.
There's a flag on the play.
You called it.
Now, when you see a late flag come in like that, it's usually a face mask or something on the defense with a late hit regarding late hits.
10-yard penalty. That moves the ball up to Wellesley.
So with the quarter so short, whoever scores first, it makes it that much more crucial.
It really does.
Yep.
Because when you think about it, it's supposed to be 12 minutes, as we said. It's down to 10-minute quarters. So that's 8 minutes right off there. That's almost a full quarter.
Yeah.
It really is. 1st and 10 at the 35 for the Raiders. Shotgun formation. Peony to pass again to Elfman. Elfman, plenty of running room there, and he may be off as Kavanaugh will have to get him. Elfman comes right down the sideline, and the Wellesley Raiders get it right down at the touchdown. Dan Elfman with plenty of running room on that one, had the wide open field, and the Raiders take the 6-0 lead with 3:54 to go in the first quarter.
He had some great blocking in front, and Elfman just got down that sideline with a burst of speed, and really nothing Needham could do there as he just dives into the end zone for the touchdown. Great play.
That's a two-play, 85-yard drive for the Raiders.
So the Raiders will attempt the extra point. Tucker Morgan in for that one. 3:54 to play here in the first quarter.
And that's big for Wellesley because they
Huge.
wanted to get off to a good start here, get an early lead now, and
They're going
what
with
we
the
got
swing here.
here?
Now, wait a minute. So they're going to go for two right off the bat. Now they're going to think about this one. The Raiders will think about this. Oh, Needham.
Yeah, Needham called a timeout, so Wellesley getting a touchdown and then forcing Needham into an early timeout. Momentum now heavily all in favor of the Raiders.
I think that's a wise timeout called by Needham. Not only one to stop the bleeding and the momentum for a minute there, but also to reconfigure the defense. They would have been called off, and very easy 2 points for Wellesley right there, no doubt about that.
I've never seen that formation before. That's a new one on me for Wellesley.
Now,
Yeah, you
Needham had
see-
trouble with that against Framingham, Aaron.
Yeah,
Framingham went for two, and they took the lead on them
Yeah,
late
you
in the
s-
season.
you sometimes see that formation that Wellesley just had in some college games.
Yes. The swinging gate.
Yeah, as if the defense is caught off guard, then they may as well go for two, but if the defense is ready, then they'll be set and go for one, so
Yeah, that looked like it was kind of designed to have Needham burn the timeout.
yeah.
Yeah.
So now they will go for the extra point. Tucker Morgan in for that one. And here we go. No, they're doing it again. So the Rockets will have to prepare for the 2-point conversion. Phil Kama right there at the nose tackle. They're going man-to-man. It's a pass to Elfman, and way no good there. So the Raiders will have to settle for 6.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they took a gamble there with that play, and I think Needham's defense caught on to it that time. And really, even if Elvin had caught that ball, he probably would have been met up pretty quickly. So
How's Wellesley's kicking game been this season, Robbie?
good. I mean, Tucker Morgan has a strong leg. He could definitely make the extra point. So, yeah, I'm surprised they didn't just go for one there and get the 7-point lead.
Yeah, it is a surprise to me that they wouldn't just go for one.
Usually you take the points this early in the game.
Yeah, and especially if they have a kicker who can make extra points pretty consistently, it is a surprise to me.
Head coach for the Wellesley Raiders is Bill Tracy, and the head coach for the Rockets is Dave Duffy. Both of these two gentlemen played in the historic rival. Coach Tracy did play for the Wellesley Raiders, and of course, Coach Dave Duffy for the Needham Rockets.
And as always, guys, we have a packed house here. We're right in the middle of it.
And as always, late arrivals.
So a big return here. Pierce will be looking for a big return. They give Needham some good field position to weather the storm here.
Who's that kicking off? No. Oh, Morgan with the kickoff right there, and with the return for the Rockets is Jake Murphy.
He's got some space.
Murphy coming up on the 40, down to the 45, down to the 50, down to the 35. Murphy's still down right at the 34-yard line. It will be 1st and 10 for the Rockets right in Wellesley territory. Tucker Morgan saved the day there for the Wellesley Raiders.
Yeah, it was a great tackle there by Morgan, as I thought Murphy was gone.
3:44 to go here in the first quarter. So the Rockets had some trouble in the early goings in the offense. The first set of downs running the ball. Then in the play action, that's when things started to go south there, when the ball was deflected at the line. And then, of course, they went 3-0 to force the punt.
Yeah, look for more runs this drive for Needham.
Charter under center, and there you go. Mike Vespa right up the middle. Not going to get too much. That certainly is the game plan so far. Vespa was out the last 2 games with a concussion. He's
Yeah,
back
the Rockets
today.
will be very glad to have him back in the backfield.
Mason Griffin in on the tackle for the Raiders. Oh, maybe he did a couple yards there. 2nd down and 8 for the Rockets at the Wellesley 29. Game time temperature today was 47 degrees. And that wind chill feeling a little cooler. High formation again, Charter to pass. And he will air this one out to Mark Riley. It's going to be incomplete. Officials called it out of bounds. Riley a little disappointed with that one.
That was a great catch by Riley, even though he was out of bounds. Really judged the ball well, but unfortunately the pass was a little bit too far to the right, not enough space.
And now Wellesley, after the long kickoff, return a chance here to bear down and pick up a fourth down if they could get the stop here.
Big play for the Rockets. 3rd down and 8.
Or Charter, I'd
27.
say. Charter definitely feeling the nerves and the stage of this game. It's just a huge stage, and it's he's definitely feeling the pressure.
Charter's a sophomore. Had to jump right in the fire when Drew Burnett went down in that Milton game. It's a pitch out to Vespa. That's a shovel pass, and let's see if he'll get the first. He may have it. Vespa taken down there by Callan Raverett, and he did get the first down.
Yeah, it was a great second effort there by Vespa. May have gotten some help from his offensive line pushing the pile, but he did a great job to get Needham the first down.
So the Rockets continuing to move the chains. It's 1st and 10 at the Wellesley 16-yard line. About 2.5 minutes of play in the first quarter. 6-0. Wellesley on top of Needham. High formation. Charter again. Oh, it's a reverse. It's Pinapento. And oh boy, he's going to be taken. No, he's still on his feet. Pinapento has some running room on the right. Nice block by Vespa. Here comes Pinapento inside. Touchdown Needham. Oh my goodness. I thought he was going to be down for no doubt over there. Found the running room. Great block by Vespa. And Pinapento puts it in for the Needham touchdown.
Yeah, it looked like he was going to get swallowed up well behind the line, but then he got out of it and found some space and got a great block from Vespa and was able to march on in. So Nico Panapinto, absent for the last 2 games, giving this Needham team a big lift as they score a touchdown and look to take the lead here with a Marochik extra point.
Silencing the Wellesley crowd for the time being. And Marochik in to attempt the extra point. Let's see if he can get it. Oh, that's a tough hold. And Marochik's extra point attempt is good. 2:09 to go here in the first quarter. The Rockets on top of Wellesley, 7-6.
Yeah, what set that whole touchdown up was definitely the kick return by Murphy. He got it all the way down to the Wellesley 30 after Wellesley had scored, so he gave Needham a momentum boost with the great return. So a lot of the credit for that touchdown definitely goes to Murphy.
Oh, boys, a couple of years ago, the 2009 game, Wellesley knocked Needham off, and they won by 1 point within the last 10 seconds on a 2-point conversion.
Yep.
Wellesley went for the 2 points right off the bat, and if this is the case, they're going to be trailing the majority of the game here with the touchdown. They'll probably have to be going for 2 for every time they score, so this could be pretty exciting if we follow the history tracks.
So definitely an exciting start to this Turkey Day rivalry with 2 great touchdown plays. First the Elfman screen pass, and now the Panapinto run, so definitely an entertaining game.
All right, Marochik here to kick off. Wellesley has Jama and Ned Holmes to receive. Somebody touch it for Wellesley, but it's a loose ball, and it looks as though that Wellesley will recover this one. Although the officials are down there, yeah, and then Wellesley did recover it.
That was lucky there for Wellesley. It looked like Java had some hard time picking that ball up, and lucky Needham didn't recover that there, and Wellesley able to take over here.
Yeah,
Wilkins with the recovery.
We've seen that a bunch this season from Needham, using the squib kick and even the onside kick, and we've seen some success from it. So Needham trying to catch Wellesley off guard, but Wellesley did recover, so it'll be 1st down and 10 from about the 33-yard line.
2:05 to play here in the first quarter. Rockets on top of the Raiders, 7-6. Peeny, shotgun formation again. And Peeny will take a note. He'll be sacked behind the line of scrimmage.
That's Ronnie Rosser there with a sack. Seen him a little bit in the passing game, not too much on defense though, so definitely the biggest defensive play so far for Rosser on the season.
Awesome. All right, so the Raiders take it down for a loss there. It's going to be a 2nd down and 18 for the Raiders right at their own 26-yard line.
Well, Needham seems to be settling in there after a bit of a rough start.
Incomplete there. Peeney's pass intended there for Jama.
It's Pierce there with the pass breakup. He's been one of the best players in the Bay State all season long and doing a great job there breaking up that pass.
Third down and 16. Yeah, Pierce saved the day there on that one, Aaron.
Yeah,
He's having a great year.
Yeah,
Pierce.
he really is. He's going to go play football at Middlebury next year. So he's really, I'd say, the best player for this Needham defense.
Agreed. Peeney will have to get off quick with the pressure. Elfman's right there, though. Let's see if he has some more running room.
He's got
and
blockers.
Elfman will be taken down. Certainly not enough for the first down. Dan Pierce on the tackle there again. So the Raiders are now looking at about a 4th down and let's say 7. They'll have to punt this one away.
That was another great tackle by Pierce, saving possibly another touchdown for Elfman. Elfman did slip a little bit in this muddy Wellesley field, but Elfman looked to have a lot of space, and Pierce came out of nowhere and made another huge tackle.
Tucker Morgan will put this one away. Nico Pinapento and Dan Pierce to receive. Here's Pinapento with the return at the 25. Now down to the 30. Still on his feet, the 35, and taken down right before the 40-yard line. John Wilson in on the tackle for Wellesley.
Let's see if Needham can keep their momentum going and try to put another score on the board here.
Well, they have 30 seconds to go in the first quarter, so probably carry over to the second if they hold on to the ball.
Yeah, they've had some success in the running game so far, so look for them to keep running the ball.
Shotgun formation, Charter leading the charge. Pinapento wide, as well as Pierce, far hash mark. Motion coming up here from Vespa. Charter to pass, no doubt about that. Looking for a target, it goes to Mark Riley. He's got some room, down to the 20, 15, 10, 5, touchdown, Mark Riley. And the Rockets will take a 13-6 lead. Wow.
Yeah, that play had a great design to it. The offensive line did a great job blocking for Ryan, and Mark was wide open. He beat the defenders, and the pass was right on target in stride. So Riley there giving the Rockets a lead, and Morochik will look to tack on the extra point to give the Rockets a 14-6 lead.
That was a great pass there from Charter. Just put it right into his arms right there. Great pass, great catch, great touchdown.
They were on the 40. 60 yards to the house. Morochik's extra point attempt, and here we go. And that's a low one, but it is good. The Rockets with 19 seconds to play here in the first quarter. 14, the Raiders of Wellesley, 6.
Yeah, so Mark Riley continuing to have a great season. That's now his 14th touchdown. It's definitely, that's got to be up there among the leaders of the state. So continuing to have his great season at the biggest stages with a playoff berth on the line, and of course the Needham-Wellesley rivalry. So congratulations to Mark Riley. And of course, brother Mike.
Thanks. Well, here's a look at the Bay State Conference standings. We'll talk about this more, but here we said that Needham 7-3 overall. They're going to need some help if they lose this one from Walpole. So if Needham does win this, they're in the playoffs, but if they lose, they'll need Walpole to be Weymouth, who's playing right now at Walpole's Turco Field. In the meantime, the Rockets will have to kick this one off. We'll talk about this in between the quarters. Morochik to kick off, and Dan Elfman and Ned Holmes back to receive for the Raiders. Also Matt Jama as well. It's a little swivel. They'll think that, there could be a fumble recovery. They got it. The Rockets with a fumble recovery.
That's 38, Rashawn Wise there with the recovery.
No, that's Robbie Pisano.
Oh, excuse me.
Robbie Pisano with the recovery for the Rockets. So Needham playing a little mind game here with Wellesley, Robbie.
Yeah, well, this time that little squib kick worked. Because last time Wellesley was able to recover it. This time, though, Needham able to follow a big play right there. We'll see if Needham can capitalize.
Yeah, Needham's back in business. They've got 1st and 10 at Wellesley's 32, so they're not too far from the end zone.
Wellesley defense is going to be pretty tired.
Oh, yeah.
1st and 10 for the Rockets at the Wellesley Raider 33-yard line. 16 seconds to play here in the first quarter. Rockets threatening again. Charter shotgun, motion again from Vespa. Pinapento wide out, and Pierce on the far hash mark.
He's got
Charter
protection.
looking, and it's going to be incomplete.
Slightly over the head of Danny Pierce. The coverage was pretty good. There were 3 Raiders there back there, and the pass was slightly overthrown, but a good effort by Pierce.
Chris Sarney in on the coverage for Wellesley.
Yeah, great coverage there by Sardi, able to get up and knock that ball down. Great play by him.
Oh. So Charter definitely settling in and Dave Duffy is noticing that, and they're letting him air it out a bit.
2nd down at 10 for the Rockets. The Wellesley Raider 34-yard line. Sarney's father, quarterback in college. We don't know which one, though. That's what we're just told he played in college. But 11 seconds to play here in the first quarter. And they'll run this one down to the second. Mike Vespa right down there. We're coming up with a 3rd down.
Looks like Will Dario in on the stop. Vespa not getting much there at all, and that'll be the end of the first quarter.
End of the first. Needham on top of Wellesley, 14-6. Nico Pinapento with the touchdown for the Rockets. That was right after the Dan Elfman one for Wellesley, and then Mark Riley touchdown for Needham. Put them ahead 14-6. Gentlemen, thoughts of the first quarter?
Great quarter there for Needham. 2 big plays after Wellesley's big play. Actually, all 3 touchdown big plays. The run by Elfman, the run by Pinapento, and the catch by Riley. So sort of quarter of big plays there for both teams.
Yeah, you saw Wellesley get off to a great start with the Elfman touchdown, and then you saw Jake Murphy get that kick return down to the Wellesley 30, which really gave Needham some confidence and got rid of their nerves. So I think that kick return was one of the biggest plays of the quarter for Needham, and Needham was able to continue that momentum and build up a 14-6 lead here starting the second quarter.
All right, this is the 124th meeting of the oldest high school football rivalry in the country. Mike Riley joined alongside Aaron Siegel and Robbie Johnson here. Happy Thanksgiving from all of us to all of you here at the Needham and Wellesley channels. Beautiful day here at Wellesley's Honeywell Field. This is a grass surface.
Yep.
So Honeywell Field, we had some rain over the last 24 hours. Thankfully, it stopped raining midday yesterday.
Yeah.
We walked on the field earlier today. It was a little wet, but that was the frost and so forth. The sun's out now. That's probably melted off, but still a little muddy out there, especially at the 50-yard line area. Charter to pass to Dan Pierce, and he's lucky to break a tackle there. Pierce has some running room down to the 20, down to the 15, to the 10, the 5. Pierce going to take it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rockets! Dan Pierce dragging 2 of the Raiders into the end zone.
Yeah, he was able to shake a couple of Wellesley defenders before the first down line, and then he was just able to keep on marching into the end zone. So we've seen a lot of missed tackles here from this Wellesley defense to start, especially with a Panapinto play and now the Pierce play. So Wellesley's got to do a better job of wrapping up to avoid these touchdowns.
Right, Coach Tracy can't be very happy about that. The fact that they've had a couple of chances to bring them down for losses and let them break off big touchdown runs. Not good.
The offense here with the next possession, they've got to give this defense a break. They've got to be tired, as we said earlier.
Morochik's extra point attempt is good. And with 9:49 to play in the second quarter, the Needham Rockets 21, the Wellesley Raiders 6. Well, the Rockets really reeling down that Wellesley defense. They are almost out of gas.
Yeah. They got to just suck it up here and try and get something going on offense, get back in this game on this drive.
Look for maybe another sort of squib pooch kick here from Morochik. Look for Wellesley to read it, but wouldn't be surprised if Needham tried it again.
Now, Wellesley right away in that first possession, they went for the 2-point conversion, that failed. And then, of course, Needham tried the swivel kick, didn't get it there after that. But then it did successfully work for them just a little while ago, which led into that Riley touchdown.
Yeah, so
Excuse me, the Pierce touchdown.
it's been about 3 touchdowns for Needham in 5 minutes, or it's been 3 touchdowns in about 5 minutes.
After they were trailing, Morochik's kickoff will be going right down to the 30. Now, oh, what a stop right immediately.
Yeah, it's Pisano.
Robbie Pisano, special teams, says it all. Recovered a fumble recovery there, and then with a huge stop just moments ago right before the 30-yard line.
Yeah, he's a great special teams player for this Needham team, having a great game today. So good for Robbie Pisano. Sorry, I mistaked you earlier for the fumble recovery.
Well, I corrected it. It's okay. Hey, Robbie, if you're watching, $20. All right, 1st and 10 here for the Raiders at their own 29-yard line. Shotgun formation. Peeney. And this will be a handoff to Elfman. Taken down immediately at the line of scrimmage. Zach Nussbaum. Also,
And Tim McCarthy having a great season at middle linebacker, filling in for one of the best, Will Stenberg. So McCarthy having a great season, swallowing up Elfman, I believe, on that last carry. This drive crucial for Wellesley here, Robbie. They really need a first down, give the defense a little bit of a break, and establish some rhythm for on offense.
No question about it, Aaron. They need to do something here.
Peeney's pass is going to be caught, and that'll be a sure for a touchdown for the Raiders. Touchdown, Wellesley. Wide open there was Matt Jama. And the Raiders right back into this one. 8:54 to go here in the second quarter. Needham 21, Wellesley 12.
Yeah, we were just saying how Wellesley needed to do something on that possession, and they did.
There we go.
Wow.
And just when you thought this game was about to get out of hand in Needham's favor, Wellesley comes back with that. So nothing is predictable here in this rivalry.
Oh, no doubt about it.
Wellesley will probably try for 2 points.
They're going to go for 2 again here, so let's see if they can get this back to a 1-touchdown game.
And trying to get to a conventional score here, 21-14, which is Riley's prediction.
Here's Peeney. Well, it's at the 2-point conversion, and that will be in the end. Oh, no, incomplete. Incomplete. It was in the end zone, intended. Trying to get the number.
Looks like number 19 for Wellesley.
Thank you,
Morgan.
Tucker Morgan, thank you.
I think he caught it, but he was just short.
Oh, the official called it incomplete.
Yeah, it was a well-designed play. Morgan was open. It's just he couldn't quite hang on. So it'll be 21-12. Still a 2-possession lead here for Needham.
Looked like he caught it, but the ball was out of possession, obviously. Ball was out of possession, they were saying?
Now it's all on the Wellesley defense here. You know, they just got a touchdown, get back to 9 points. They got to get a stop.
He had possession, but the ball was not over the plank.
Right, yeah.
So that's what we're saying, yes. Just to speak more in English, I guess.
I'm surprised that Wellesley went for 2 there, though. Because if they made the 1, they would have been down by 8, so go for 2 later. Now they're still in a 2-possession hole.
Yeah.
All right, the kickoff here for Morgan. And returned by Nico Pinapento, already with the touchdown for the Rockets. Pinapento coming down at the 35-yard line. 8:49 to play here in the second quarter. 24-21. Will Dario and Connor Russell in on the tackle. First and 10 for the Rockets at their own 37-yard line. Well, the Wellesley defense certainly has seen its fair share of the field today. And the Rockets trying to eat them alive here. 21-12, Needham on top. Charter under center, motion for Mark Riley. And also wide on the far hash is Pinapento. It's going to go to Dan Pierce. We got a flag in the play. It's probably going to be an illegal shift, but we'll have to find out.
Might be offside because some of the
No, it's
Yeah,
illegal
it's an
shift.
illegal shift.
Oh,
Good
okay.
call, Mike.
Yeah, Pierce went out of the box. Cut over to the right.
Yeah, definitely saw movement early from both teams, but Needham paying the 5-yard price.
So that'll be coming back. They'll be coming back 5 yards.
But it may not matter because in this game, every scoring play has just been a massive play, massive yardage.
First at 15 now for the Rockets. And they'll take it right at their own 32. Well, the 2-point conversion failed twice for Wellesley. They're down 21-12. Needham really needs to score in this one here to have a comfortable lead, and hopes for Wellesley not to score if they don't, because they could very easily tie the game. Charter to pass. It's deflected. Oh! That was intended for Riley. And somebody had a piece of the pie there for Wellesley. Callan Raveret.
Yeah, Wellesley's got to intercept that ball. That was a golden opportunity for them to get possession well in Needham territory, and that was a pretty high. The ball was up there for a while, so they got to come down with that.
That was a hot potato.
Oh, yeah. They, like Aaron said, you got to come up with that, especially when you're down 9 here.
8:12 to go here in the half.
Like, I wonder if the time is affecting the play calling here, because there might be more of an urge to score.
Here comes a blitz. No. Handoff to number 39 for Needham. That's Rashawn Wise.
And what I was saying is there might be an urge to go big more to score because there's not as much time on the clock, so they want to get their points when they can and not be forced to later in the game.
Yeah, maybe that's why Wellesley went for 2.
Yeah.
And then, of course, Needham with the swivel kicks.
Yeah, so if we're 12-minute quarters like usual, you might not be seeing as many big plays as you are right now.
Correct.
It's 3rd down and 17. We've seen
Right,
Needham convert a lot of 3rd down and long and 4th and long plays, so we'll see what we're in store for right now.
3rd and 17 at the 30-yard line. Charter under center. And it's play action. Charter better get it off quick. He's going to have to keep it himself, though. Charter may have some running room. He does. He's on his own. Certainly not enough for the first. Wait, maybe he will. That's awfully close.
By number 32.
No.
Always hold your breath a little bit when you see a quarterback who's not used to running run. As of course, that's how Burnett got injured. And whenever the Patriots play, when you see Tom Brady running, it's a little bit of a gasp. It causes a gasp.
They're going to go for this.
Yeah.
They're going for it.
Yeah, it looks
Fourth
to be
down and
4th
one.
down and 1.
4th and 1 at the 49. Wow. Big play here. Both for Needham and Wellesley. Wellesley, especially if they don't get this. And they... Ooh, that's going to be very close, depending where they spot it. Mike Vespa's right there, and they should have it. That should be a first.
Oh,
Yep. Wow.
barely got it.
First down Needham on the 43-yard line.
I agree with that play call. Not just because they got it, but still, I think that was smart. They had the momentum going, especially after the 16-yard run. Good call by the Needham offense.
Yeah.
First and 10 at the 47-yard line. Charter to pass. And that is caught by Pinapento.
Getting about 4 or 5 yards there on 1st down.
Pushed out of bounds to the play by Tucker Morgan.
Out of bounds by Tucker Morgan.
2nd down and 7.
Yeah, it's a 3-yard gain there on 1st down.
A great crowd on here, as always, gentlemen. Robbie alluded to that earlier.
Yeah.
We're right in the middle of it, Aaron, huh?
Yeah, definitely. But I look at the 2 entrances. The one right behind us here has no one, and the one, the parking lot, the conventional entrance has a line about a mile long.
Now, the heck with that. It's all the way to China.
Hand off to Vespa.
Vespa with a big first down for the Rockets. Taken down there by Tucker Morgan.
Tucker Morgan.
Boy, Mike Vespa has really kept Needham in this game right off the bat.
Yeah, he also had that great block on the Panapinto touchdown.
Yes, he did.
Yeah, his blocking might be as valuable to this team as the running, as you saw the passing game really struggle in his absence. He is the best pass blocking running back, I think, in this offense.
Well, yeah, and also at the beginning of the year, he was moved from running back to fullback because Ian Riley is now out for the season as well with a torn MCL.
I'd say Riley definitely the faster of the backs, but Vespa more the hard-nosed power back, as you said, and definitely a great blocker.
Clock's running, 6 minutes to play here in the second quarter. Stopped on that one by Jack Dario and also Reverend.
Made the stop on that play. Looks like a gain of 7 yards.
Second down and 3 at the 32-yard line.
Just under 6 minutes to play here in the first half.
Charter under center. Vespa in the backfield. And that goes to, I got to correct myself.
Rashawn Wise.
Yeah, Rashawn Wise on that one. And take it down to the play there by Callan Raver. Another first down for the Rockets.
Yeah, Wise, he looks to be shaken up here at the end of this run, but Wise only a sophomore as well as Charter, so look for those two to heavily be featured in the Rocket backfield the next 2 years, but this doesn't look good here for Wise.
Yeah, Rashawn Wise slow getting off the field. In fact, he's now going to need help. So I had to correct myself. That was Wise in the backfield and Jake Murphy. So now a heavy load of the run game, which already was on the shoulders of Mike Vespa, really will be relied on him. John Westcott now going in.
Yeah, the injury bug really continues to plague the Rockets here in this season. It's really sad.
5 minutes and change. First and 10 for the Rockets at the Wellesley 23. High formation. It's a handoff to Vespa, and Vespa taken right down at the 20. Jared Melanson in on the tackle.
Brought down by number 66 of Wellesley, Jared Melanson.
Yeah, if I'm Needham coach Dave Duffy here, I continue to run the ball and not give Wellesley time really to get a drive going.
Oh, absolutely.
Before the end of the first half, because starting the second half, Needham has possession.
Pending no fumble.
Yeah, or onside kick.
Or an onside kick, yeah. Second and 8. Charter to pass. Intended for Pinapento. Caught, touchdown! Nico Pinapento, second touchdown of the day. And the Rockets with a 27-12 lead here with 4:14 to play in the half.
Yeah, another perfect pass from Charter, right on the numbers. Panapinto caught it right in stride and in the end zone. So Panapinto having a great day. But still 4 minutes, 14 seconds for Wellesley.
A long way. Long way, gentlemen.
Yeah, could see another 2 scores here before the half is over.
Yeah. And altogether, this game is far from over.
Oh, yeah.
Morochik's extra point attempt is good. Yes. Boy, I had to wait for the officials to put their hand up there. My gosh. Trying to get a suntan or something? 4:14.
But this Wellesley defense got to step up if they want to get back in this game. They cannot allow the big play or the long drive like they have been these last few.
Yeah, they had a chance at 3rd and 17. They let Charter rush for 16 and then Vespa get the 1. So that was definitely the crucial part of this drive.
All right, Rockets will kick this one off, gentlemen.
It's a good day for coffee and something to eat.
This PA announcer, I like him.
Yeah, I like the stuff he says. He just said it's a good day for a cup of coffee and to eat.
Kind of sounds like Howard Cosell, the late great. I'm Howard Cosell.
Also at the beginning of the game, he had the fans who were here practice how to cheer correctly. So definitely not what you normally see as
an old-time PA
guy. I like it.
He gets into it. I got to give him credit. Nice job. All right, the kickoff here for the Rockets. Back to receive for the Raiders.
Doing the kicking for Needham.
We're going to have Holmes and Jama.
Holmes, Elfman, and Diamba are the deep men. Ravret
On the return there for Wellesley's Callan Ravret, still on his feet. No whistle yet. Now taken down by a whole slew of Needham Rockets.
led by number 56,
Jack Delaney in on the tackle. The initial stop. First and 10 for the Raiders at their own 31.
Wellesley takes over first and 10 on their own 33-yard line.
All right, 33. Well, the Needham Rockets 7-3 coming into this one. The Wellesley Raiders 2-8. Of course, we're throwing out the record books today. Anything can certainly happen. Shotgun formation, Peeny to pass, and that's
gonna be
almost picked off by Rosser, who just slid right at the 50-yard line. Intended there for, looks like 43. I'm
Will
trying to get the
Adams,
number.
I think.
Will
Yeah.
Adams, yeah.
That looked like it should have been picked once it came out of the quarterback Peeny's hands, but then Rosser slipped and it hit the numbers of who
Will
was it?
Adams. Will
Adams.
Adams.
Yeah, so Adams would have had that, and he had no one behind him. So if he caught that, that would have been a touchdown. He almost looked as if he was expecting Rosser to intercept that.
Second and 10 for Wellesley at their own 33. Peeny under center. It goes to Elfman, and we're going to have a pass from Elfman. Oh, and that's intended for Tucker Morgan, incomplete.
And I think actually the receiver out there is lucky he didn't get called for pass interference because it looked like he might have used the arm to push off a little bit, but no flag. So third down 10.
Stops the clock with 3:55 to go in the
Little
Yeah, Wellesley
razzle-dazzle.
Yeah, Wellesley wants to stay on the field here, convert this play. Very important.
Yeah, Wellesley wanted the PI, but no contact. 3:55, third and 10 for the Raiders. Peeny, shotgun formation. Robbie, $10 for the pass. There you go. That's Morgan right down to the 50. Good coverage there, and here's Peeny looking again for Morgan, back on his feet, and that's a first down. He'll have that.
That was a good play by Peeny. No one was open at first, but he was patient. He rolled to his right and found Peeny for the first down. A very important first down.
Yeah, good job by Petey there, rolling out to his right, and Tucker Morgan able to find a little bit of separation there, and Petey able to find it for the first down.
28, right? 28.
19.
No, Needham.
Yeah.
28. First and 10 at the 48-yard line. Goes to Elfman, screen pass onto the right. Tim McCarthy in on the tackle there. And also Phil Kama coming in for that one.
McCarthy, number 47,
We got
for no gain.
McCarthy on the initial tackle. And Kama came in for the cherry on top.
Timeout Wellesley.
All right, the Raiders will call a timeout here with 3:06 to play
Again, a quick
here in the first half.
Meet down at the bench at the half. The former players, cheerleaders, twirlers, and band members. Thank you. You can stop.
Needham's called one timeout. Wellesley calling their first timeout. 4 left on each side of the ball for the half.
Be there. Thank you.
Peeny, a shotgun formation again. 2 in the backfield and 2 wide near hash. Peeny looking to pass, and
That's
Rosser
intercepted.
will have it this time. Intercepted Ronnie Rosser. And a huge turnover here. Needham will once again get possession.
Yeah, Rosser should have had the pick earlier on the drive, and now he gets one. So Needham's back in business here in Wellesley territory at the 39, and plenty of time for them to score another touchdown before the half.
And it looked like Petey tried to force that one in there, and Rosser read it perfectly. For no nice pickoff for him.
First and 10 for the Rockets. The Wellesley Raider 38-yard line.
Recognition with the Wellesley Pep Band. They're doing a tremendous job. Come on, you can make it louder.
That band is really good. The Wellesley High School band is fantastic.
Not bad.
They always do a very nice job. Needham High School band is also very good too, don't get me wrong, but always very impressed with the Wellesley High School band. All right, and it's a handoff here to Vespa.
Chargers his way. He's brought down by number 57, Jack Dario.
Jack Dario and Callan Raverett.
Yeah, 5-yard gain there for Vespa on first down.
Second down at 5
We also would like to announce
at the
that
33.
in the second half, there is a second Wellesley concession stand on the west side. So enjoy some refreshments.
Halftime, Will Stemberg, a Needham High School graduate class of 2011, will be honored with the Doug Faluti Sportsmanship Award. And that's Vespa, the ball carrier right there. And the Rockets again carrying the ball and another first down.
Yeah, look for Vespa. Look for them to give Vespa a touchdown. He's worked so hard. He's a senior. He's a captain. Look for him to get a touchdown on this drive, but definitely in the game if he doesn't get one on this drive.
So over 2 minutes to play here in the quarter. A win for Needham puts them in the playoffs.
And that game would be Tuesday night. I don't
sure
know where.
Yeah, we'll find out. Wellesley, this is their Super Bowl today. Final game for the Raiders. And they're doing everything they can to win this one and make the turkey taste a little even better.
Carter hands it off to
Hand off to
That's Westcott there.
that's John Westcott, yeah. Timeout here will be called by
number 53,
Needham.
Cole Bully. And number
1:33 to play in the quarter and a half.
timeout on the field.
Needham calling their second timeout.
Needham has taken the timeout. There are a lot of connections between Wellesley and Needham. Danny Sheehan, the middle linebacker for Needham, has Wellesley parents, Tom Sheehan and Sue Corrigan, both.
Oh boy, don't repeat that.
Mm-hmm.
If you guys heard that or not.
Way to go.
Second down and 9 at the 24-yard line. Charter pass intended for Pierce.
Oh, he dropped it at the end, but I think he would have been out of bounds anyway. Tough to
Wait a
tell
minute,
from
now they're
Wrangell.
going to review. No, I thought he was going to chat with them about it. The side judge.
Number 43.
Incomplete for Pierce.
Well, now
Will
a big
Adams on
third
the
down.
coverage. Yeah.
The Wellesley hasn't done a great job here, Robbie, at converting third down and longs, or at stopping third down and longs.
Yeah, they really need to stop here. They could not let Needham score on this drive.
126 left.
Yeah, because if Needham scores a touchdown here, they're looking at a 35-12
Yeah.
deficit going into halftime, and it's kind of a big lead.
Yeah, very hard to come back from, especially against this Needham team, which is such powerful offensively.
Minute 26 to play. Needham on top, 28-12. Charter back to pass. Better get it off quick. He'll have to throw it away, and that is picked off. Intercepted by Wellesley, and the Raiders will take over deep in their own territory. Tucker Morgan with the interception for the Raiders.
Yeah, great pressure there on Charter. He just had to lock that ball up, it looked like. And great read there by Morgan, able to get the interception.
Well,
First and 10
that's
for the
exactly
Raiders.
what Wellesley needed. They needed a big play defensively, and that was it. Now they only have a minute and 16 or 18 to score before halftime.
It'll be first and 10 for the Raiders at their own 8-yard line. They'll have to go 92 yards down the field before halftime. And they do have 4 timeouts to work with. Peony, shotgun formation again. No, actually make that he's under center, excuse me. And it's a handoff. Trying to get some yards for the Raiders. Big first down for Dan Elfman.
Yeah, Elfman carrying the pile. Looks to be very close to a first down, if not a first down.
And Wellesley going with a little bit of a hurry up here.
Jack Nigerian in on the tackle. Oh, second down and 1. I thought it was a first down. Never mind. Now there's a first down. There we go.
Surprised to see them going to the run, though. They have had some success in the past, and they are crunched for time. So surprised to see Wellesley continuing to run the ball here at the end of the first half.
Clock still running. 45 seconds to play here in the half. Shotgun formation, Peony to pass, and it will be caught by Callan Raverett before he's taken down to the play by Jack Nigerian there. And a timeout call by the Raiders. 32 seconds to play in the half. Plenty of time for the Raiders here. 32 seconds to play here in the half, and they have 3 timeouts to potentially go down the field and get another one in the end zone.
Yeah, but they got to start going a little bit longer here than that last pass. They got to get good chunks of yard here on these next couple of plays.
This series, as you know, started in 1881, and there is a rock commemorating that down on Morton Field near the police station. You might want to pass by there sometime. The temperature that day was 11 degrees below zero.
Wow. First ever Needham Wellesley game, the temperature was 11 degrees below zero.
Now, we're very lucky today that it's a nice 50-degree day.
We've had some cold ones.
Yeah, this is definitely one of the nicer ones in recent memory.
Last year was cold. Second down at 5 at the 27-yard line. 32 seconds here. The Raiders shotgun formation. Peeney, the field general, of course, back to pass, trying to get it off, and that's incomplete. Down to 27 seconds to play in the half. In on the coverage, Tim McCarthy and Phil Kama.
Well, a smart play there by Haney. Take the incompletion. Don't waste any more time. A sack is about the worst thing other than interception to have when you're trying to march down the field quickly.
It's a lot of time. We're almost an hour through the game and not even at halftime. Third down at 5 for the Raiders at their own 27. It's a reverse. It goes to Ned Holmes. He's got some room, and he'll be pushed out of bounds right in front of the Needham sideline. Jake Murphy pushed him out of bounds, but regardless, the Raiders get a first down and come marching down the field.
Yeah, nice little trickeration there as Petey flipped it back to Holmes, and he was able to get down the sideline there for a pretty good gain.
It's still the only 18 seconds remaining here on the clock in this first half, and Wellesley, we need about 4 more of those plays to get a touchdown. And they really got to hurry up. 16 seconds, excuse me.
We got a tough angle over here.
Yeah, tough to see the clock, especially the difference between an 8 and a 6.
Yes. Peeney shotgun formation again, back to pass. And the Raiders will have to get it off quick. It's going to have to throw it out of bounds.
That should be a grounding call. There was no receiver in the area there.
Was he outside the tackle, though?
No flag. I guess he can because he was in the pocket. And he did go past the line of scrimmage, so maybe that's why I didn't throw it.
Was he in the pocket?
Yeah.
Yeah, if he's in the pocket, then it should be grounding.
He's in the pocket, right? If you're, it's got to be in between the tackles if you're in the pocket, but if you're out of the pocket, you cannot.
Oh, all right.
Michael Libertini over here helping us out with the calls today. He's one of our spotters. Second down and 10 at the 40-yard line. And it's a shotgun again. Peeney to pass, maybe the last play, and caught there by Ned Holmes, still on his feet. Kevin Walsh in on the tackle for the Rockets.
And unfortunately for Wellesley, that'll be the end of the first half.
So the end of the first half, there you go. Needham on top of Wellesley, 28. The Wellesley Raiders with 12. Gentlemen, some sloppy things went on in the first half, but regardless, the Rockets on top of the Raiders here.
Yeah, definitely. And let's see if Wellesley can step up coming out of the half and make something happen.
All right, we will return for the second half as we begin the third quarter play. Back in a moment right here on the Needham and Wellesley channel. You're watching the 124th meeting of the oldest high school football rivalry in the country. All right, welcome back here to Wellesley's Honeywell Field. Ready to get things underway for the second half. Needham on top of the Raiders, 28-12 kickoff there by Tucker Morgan, returned by Danny Pierce, rather.
Dan Pierce brought down by number 21.
Take it down to the play there by Connor Russell.
So for the first half, you saw Wellesley get off to a quick start, and then And then Needham really took control of this game, and now it's 28-12. Needham going in, starting in the second half with the ball.
Yeah, that's important for the Wellesley defense to come out, get a stop, get the ball back, and try and get back into this game somehow.
All right, second half here. Mike Riley, Aaron Siegel, and Robbie Johnson here joining from Wellesley's Honeywell Field. First and 10 for the Rockets at their own 30-yard line. Motion there from John Westcott. Charter under center with the handoff to Mike Vespa. Cole Bully in on the tackle for the Raiders. Brings up a second down at 10. Well, the Rockets here, if they win, they're in the playoffs, 7-3 coming into this one. This is the final game of the season for the Wellesley Raiders, and certainly their Super Bowl today.
And as you said, Mike, earlier at halftime, that Weymouth was up on Walpole 14-0, so Needham does have to win this game to get in.
The Raiders going now, yes. Dan Pierce with the reception for the Rockets. And it looks like he was pushed out of bounds in the play. Brings up a third down and 5. Right at the 35-yard line.
Big play right here.
Yeah, definitely a big play for both teams. It's big for Needham because they want to really take control of this game and really put the nail in the coffin here early in the second half. But if Wellesley wants to get into this game, they really got to make a stop here.
Honeywell Field is jam-packed this morning. Thousands in attendance, no doubt about that. Mike Vespa, the ball carry. Ooh, boy.
Yeah, he lost a bunch there, so a good start for Wellesley here for the second half.
Yeah,
Brian Peterson on the tackle.
Great play right there by the Wellesley defense, swarming to the ball and taking him down for a loss. They're forced to 3 and out, get the ball back. Let's see if they can take advantage of the offense here.
Number 16, Matt Ziama, and doing the kicking for Needham, number 13.
Andrew Morochik will kick off, punt rather, for Needham. Back to receive for Wellesley is Matt Jama. And Morochik with the punt.
It's a good looking punt.
And Jama will take that, still on his feet right down to the 43. Make that 33.
It's Danny Sheehan there, swallowing him up there on the special teams play.
Dan Sheehan, the junior for the Rockets. Older brother Chris Sheehan had 3 touchdowns against the Wellesley Raiders in the 2004 Needham win against Wellesley, an emotional victory just days after the death of the late Greg Gatto, who played the year before for Needham in 2003. So an emotional win for Needham in that one. Now here's a scenario here too for the Rockets. Like we said, if they win, they're in the playoffs. They have been in this situation before. We'll talk about it in a minute because we've got the play coming up here. First and 10 for the Raiders. And Petey with a handoff to Elfman. Taken down in the play.
It's Sheehan again.
Dan Sheehan, yeah. Needham 2 years ago needed to win to get into the playoffs, and also needed Weymouth to lose, which did happen. Needham lost that game, but Weymouth didn't lose, so it mattered. They were in the playoffs.
Yeah.
2003 as well. They were already in the playoffs coming into Thanksgiving Day, and then in 2001, already in the playoffs, coming in with a later loss to Wakefield. 2003, they lost to Active Boxborough. So really a situation here where they control their own destiny, where they really don't need the help if necessary. You're going to need the help if you lose, though.
Yeah, but 2 years ago, they did get in the playoffs, but they really limped in. They went in on a 4-game losing streak, and they really want to win this game, give them some momentum going into the playoff game.
Third down at 10 for the Raiders at their own 34. Peeney shotgun formation again. 3 wide, far hash marks. Peeney to pass, and that is caught by Tucker Morgan.
Yeah, so that's enough for a first down. Convert a big 3rd and 10 conversion for Wellesley here.
Yeah, big Petey threading it in there to Morgan. Great pass, great catch, first down.
Dan Pierce and Kevin Walsh on the tackles.
So Wellesley forced a 3 and out for Needham on their first possession of the half, and now they got a 1st and 10 right near midfield. So let's see if they can establish some momentum here.
1st and 10 at the 46-yard line. I did not like that play call at all by Needham on the 3rd and 5 running the ball.
Yeah, losing 2 or 3. Yeah, not a good call at all.
Terrible. Wellesley, Elfman.
Yeah, Elfman's definitely the workhorse of this Wellesley team, Robbie.
Oh, definitely. I mean, he just churns the feet, gets those extra yards, and you saw right there, great rate runner.
Zach Nussbaum and Steve Kropp on the tackles. Brings up a 2nd down and 3 for the Raiders now in Needham territory at the Rocket 47-yard line.
And we actually have Chris Sardi in here to take sort of a wildcat snap.
Chris Sarney now at quarterback, and he'll keep it.
He's got some room.
Sarney with the quarterback keeper. Pierce with the tackle, but the Raiders get the 1st down.
Yeah, great play call there, and he had some room on the right side and was able to pick up the 1st down.
Sarney, a sophomore.
Yep.
Now in at quarterback for the Raiders. That's what happened last year with Needham when they were trailing Wellesley. They took out Kevin Brennan at quarterback, brought Drew Burnett in the game, got him back in, so maybe this could be the spark for the Raiders.
Yeah, we'll see what happens.
And of course,
last year definitely a miracle for Needham. And it takes something similar for Wellesley to pull it off.
Sarney with the quarterback keeper again, certainly throwing the Needham defense off here.
Yeah. Well, I think now Petey's going to come back in.
And Sparney definitely giving Wellesley a good spark.
Yeah.
All right, so Matt Penny now back in a quarterback. 2nd down and 5 for the Raiders at the Needham Rocket 35-yard line. Shotgun formation. Hand off to Elfman. Elfman will get a couple yards on that one, taken out by Zach Nussbaum.
Brought down again by Nussbaum of Needham.
3rd down and 3.
A yard on the play.
It's a big play here, Mike.
Huge.
4 for Wellesley.
Four minutes and 26 seconds to play in the 3rd quarter. This quarter is flying by.
I know. I was just about to say, already 5.5 minutes in.
10-minute quarters today. Elfman, the ball carrier, and he'll have a 1st down and more. Elfman finally taken down by Dan Pierce, and the Raiders continue to move the ball on a very productive drive right at the Needham 20-yard line.
Yeah, we talked about how they had to get something going coming out here in the 2nd half, and they really have. Let's see if they can cap it off here.
And the Rockets will have to burn a timeout. They certainly were thrown off there with Chris Sarney coming in at quarterback, which kind of got the spark going for the Raiders. And now they're threatening to score just outside the Needham red zone.
Yeah, so the Raiders here definitely looking good on their first possession of the 2nd half. And forcing a timeout for Needham.
And they're in the red zone now, so let's see if they can come away with 6.
Yeah, very important for them to come away with 6. So they are down by 16. They got to come away with 8 almost.
Oh, yeah, that's true. Get back to a 1-possession game, you're right.
Yeah, they really did make life for them harder after those failed 2-point conversions.
Wellesley this year allowing 26 points. Make that, 26 points a game on average. Needham allowing 19. So a little bit of a difference there. 1st and 10 at the 20. Shotgun formation goes to Elfman. No, make that. Peeney's going to keep it.
No, it's Sarney.
Sarney's back in. Okay. We're all thrown off here.
Not just the Rockets. We're thrown off too.
Well, we don't have a monitor, so we're trying to do the best we can to see here, but thank God Robbie Johnson bailed us out. Chris Sarney with the quarterback keeper. 2nd and 5.
Definitely the toughest part of the field for us to see.
Oh, yeah.
Now Peeney's back in.
Thank you. 2nd and 5 at the Needham 15. Penny under center, handoff. And that will be a touchdown for the Wellesley Raiders. Touchdown for Alex Pernicus.
He just went right through the hole. From our angle, it almost looked as if he were bunched right at the line of scrimmage, and then he just broke through. He saw a guy in the end zone.
Once he got through that first line of defenders, he had nowhere. I mean, he had everywhere to run. All grass in front of him.
Raiders are 0 for 2 today on the 2-point conversion. Let's see what they can do here. 3:17 to play in the third. Penny under center. It's a handoff up the middle and no good.
And so that's 3 touchdowns for Wellesley and 3 failed 2-point conversions for Wellesley.
Will Dario had that one. Came up short. So the Rockets holding on to a 28-19 lead. Should be 28-18 lead. 3:17 to play here in the third quarter.
Well, let's see if the Raiders can keep this momentum going and get another 3 and out and get the ball back.
Yeah, but still, those 2-point conversions making life a lot harder for Wellesley. 2-possession deficit.
Wellesley Raiders at home this year, 2-2.
Yeah.
The Needham Rockets on the road are 3-1.
They only lost to Framingham on the last second.
That's correct. And the loss there against Framingham was also on a grass surface. So the only game they played on grass prior to today was a loss. Certainly working in Wellesley's favor coming into it. Morgan ready to kick off for Wellesley. Back to receive for Needham is Nico Pinapento and Dan Pierce. And miscommunication there, but Pierce does get it.
That's Murphy, actually.
I'll make that Jake Murphy. Yeah, all right. So Pierce is off to the right, Murphy in the middle. And Tucker Morgan in on the tackle. 3:13 to play here.
So a crucial drive here coming up for both teams.
Yeah.
Kyle Johnston. First down, Needham. Their own 23 yards.
First and 10 for the Rockets at their own 23.
There's been a little bit of a dry spell for the Needham offense here with the end of the second half and now the beginning of end of the first half and the beginning of the second half. As Charter had an interception in the red zone at the end of the first half and a 3 and out on the first possession of the second half. So let's see if they can get their motor moving again.
Charter under center. Pierce on the near hash. And Pinapento on the far one. Charter better get it off quick. He's in trouble. No, he'll have to keep it himself. And Charter still on his feet. Taken down on the play there by the Wellesley Raider defensive tackle, or the linebacker, Callan Raverett.
Yeah, that was a great play by Charter to elude the pressure, avoid a sack, and get a positive gain on first down for Needham.
Yeah, it looked like Wellesley had him in the backfield there, and he was able to escape and pick up 5 yards.
Yeah, so Wellesley's failure to tackle has definitely been a theme of this game.
2nd and 5 for the Rockets at their own 29. Charter to pass for Pinapento. He got it. And he's still on his feet, taking him down.
He's right near the marker. It looked like forward progress gave him the first down from our angle, but we see the 3 coming up.
Tucker Morgan. Okay, so no forward progress. They're going to give him a 3rd and 1.
3rd and 1 for Needham.
Look for Vespa here.
They're down to 1 for the Rockets. One minute and 40 seconds to play here in the third quarter. And there's Vespa right there. That's going to be close.
From this angle, it looks short, in fact.
Oh, he got it. They gave it to him.
Yeah, they're giving it to him.
You're right, tough angle here, but they gave it to him.
Yeah, a few Wellesley fans around us were clapping, thinking they had stopped him, but
Yes.
The 1st and 10 because he had very little distance to go to get the first down.
1st and 10 for the Rockets. They're right at their own 45. Excuse me, 35. Head off again to Vespa. Taken down there by Isaac Blake.
Yeah, minimal gain there for Vespa on 1st down, but there's only 1 minute to go in the 3rd quarter as this second half is flying by.
Feels like we just started the 3rd quarter.
I know.
Now the first half, same distance in the quarters, or same amount of time, but there were so many big plays to interrupt it, so it didn't go by that fast.
28 for Needham, 18 for Wellesley. 2nd down and 9. Handoff again goes to Vespa.
Nothing
No
doing
gain
at
on
all.
that one, no. Well, if I were Needham, I'd start to throw the ball now.
They're going to have to. They're probably going to let the clock wind down for the start of the 4th quarter, and they'll have a very big 3rd and long coming up.
Cole Bully with the tackle for the Raiders. Actually, looks like it was no gain on the play. So 3rd down and 9, and that'll take us to the 4th and final quarter of regulation, where the Needham Rockets have a 28-18 lead over the Wellesley Raiders. We're going to keep it here with you on the Needham and Wellesley channel. I want to touch on about something, guys, the pregame ceremony. One of a very moving pregame ceremony, matter of fact. Wellesley High School graduate Jake Murphy, a veteran that was in Afghanistan, and he actually went to Bowdoin College, played football and lacrosse there. And Jake Murphy, unfortunately, lost his legs in Afghanistan in the war. But he was here today in a wheelchair, and he did the official coin toss for both Needham and Wellesley. A very moving pregame ceremony.
Oh, definitely. And Jake Murphy had a great career here at Wellesley High School. And, you know, went on to do good things in college for what I hear, and now, unfortunately, you know, in a wheelchair due to...
And he's right here.
Yeah.
He's right over there, right at the 10-yard line. Just right at the 10-yard line, right in front of us.
Yeah, definitely a very moving pregame ceremony. As the holiday today is called Thanksgiving, and of course, one of the first groups of people we thank are the troops, and Jake is one of those people.
Yeah.
So,
Especially during a time of war. No doubt about it.
We're very sorry for what happened to him and his family.
Big play for the Rockets here to start the 4th quarter. 3rd down and 11. Charter.
He's got pressure
Watch out for
coming.
the blitz. Uh-oh. Oh, incomplete. Intended for Pierce. Just out of reach, but Charter had the pressure on him.
Yeah, it looked like Dan Wilkins coming from the blind side there, and almost got to Charter. Made it from probably a little bit earlier than he would have liked to, but yeah, now Wellesley defense holds here. They're going to get the football back.
Yeah, it's a Needham punt coming from pretty deep in their own territory, so Wellesley's got a chance to make this game close.
Yeah, Matt Jama back to receive for Wellesley, and Andrew Morochik will punt away.
Looks like Wellesley is trying to block this punt. They've got a lot. They got their whole team bunched up at the line.
Ooh, we'll take a Needham bounce in the end, but it was a shallow one. Wellesley with a pretty decent field position. They'll get it right before their own 40-yard line.
And this is a huge drive for them. I mean, they need a score here. We're already in the 4th quarter, so they need to make some plays here.
Wellesley 1st and 10 at their own 34.
Hope so.
Well, I'd say the second half has been all Wellesley.
Sardi's back in here to start the drive.
Quarterback for Wellesley.
All right, Matt, Chris Sarney now a quarterback
Sardi's
for the
in the
Raiders, so
start.
they're moving this one around, having a little fun, changing up the quarterbacks.
Well, Wellesley's got nothing to lose here. You know,
No, they
like
don't.
you said, 2-8, so why not go full for it?
Absolutely. Hey, give Sarney some experience.
Yeah. 'Cause he'll probably be in there next year with PD graduating.
Timeout here called by the Raiders, their first of the half.
Second timeout, Wellesley.
I'm making their second.
Now the Raiders are really giving the Rockets all they can handle here in the second half. Definitely playing much better than their record indicates. They lost to Brookline in their last game, and they're definitely playing much better than a team that lost to Brookline.
Yeah.
Hall of Fame. Coach, congratulations, Coach Friedis from Needham High School.
.9:41 to play here in the fourth quarter. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at their own 34-yard line. Sarney now a quarterback for the Raiders, and he'll keep it.
Johnny on the carry.
Stopped there by Kropp
By number 47.
and Tim McCarthy.
Short game.
Second down and 10 for the Raiders, still at the 34. No gain on that one.
Down at 9 for Wellesley.
Just over 9 minutes to play in the fourth. Long way to go. Sarney again under shotgun, or make that Peony under shotgun. He's back in a quarterback, and he will be taken down after the ball was released by Nussbaum. Great coverage by the Needham defense.
Second down for Wellesley.
Yeah, so another 3rd and long coming.
Third down.
And for Wellesley, the clock does stop in their favor. 3rd down and 9. Right at the 35.
Wonder if that design there in the middle of the field is supposed to be the pocket, because there is a solidified area on the Wellesley field.
All right, let's see, Robbie. Sarney again?
No,
No, that's Peony.
It's Peony.
Here we
Yeah,
go.
Peony's the passer.
Throw it here.
Yep, shotgun again. Peony to pass. And that is going to be caught by Holmes. Holmes still on his feet. He'll be taken down by Panapento. But Ned Holmes gets a huge first down for the Raiders at the Needham 30-yard line.
Wow.
And the Raiders with a huge first down conversion.
Yeah, there was a lot of traffic there with that pass. A lot of white jerseys around that, but somehow Wellesley was able to come down with that ball. So it'll be a 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line of Needham, and Wellesley is back in business.
They won't go away.
Nope, not at all.
It's starting to look more and more like the game of last year.
Reverse order, though. Shotgun formation. Peony to pass, incomplete.
There's a miscommunication there between Peony and Elfman, it looked like.
Yeah, nobody was looking for that pass. I think Peony may have let go of it a little too early.
8:19 to play here in the fourth quarter. 2nd and 10 for the Raiders at the Needham Rocket 31-yard line. Penny to pass, and off the hand of Needham, but it was incomplete.
Yeah,
Wow.
Sheehan almost came down with that for the interception.
And for Needham, make that Wellesley, Elfman almost had it at the last second.
Well, but a
Could've been a
very
couple of yards.
minimal gain anyways.
Yes.
So
by
again,
Zach
another
Nussbaum.
3rd and 10.
Zach Nussbaum had the coverage on that one, tipped away, and Sheehan as well. 3rd and 10 for the Raiders at the Needham Rocket 31-yard line.
Now, you got to think this is 2-down territory here. You're almost at your opponent's 30. You got to go for it.
Oh, yeah.
The 2 guys offside.
Peanut to pass again, and this is going to be incomplete. Intended for Matt Jama.
Slightly
with the 10.
behind him.
I think Needham just got a break. It looked as though a couple of guys were offsides for the Rockets, and they let that one slide.
Yeah, and also, if he had caught that pass, he had the defender beat. And he would have got the first down. The throw was just slightly behind the intended receiver.
8:06 to play here in regulation.
This is
Needham
a
on top,
huge
28-18.
play.
Play of the game right now for Wellesley.
This is huge.
Chance to stay alive in the drive. 4th and 10. Peany got under shotgun. 3 wide on the far hash. 1 close to us. Peany's pass is intercepted again by Ronnie Rosser right into his hands. And he'll take that down to the 35, still on his feet. And Rosser with another turnover. Second interception of the day for the Rockets.
Yeah, for Rosser, actually, that's his second interception.
Yes.
So Wellesley threatens but doesn't come up with any points, and they turn the ball over. So,
Well, just when Needham was on the edge of their seat holding their breath, a little sigh of relief for the Rockets.
yeah, definitely a big sigh of relief. They can't just go 3 and out here. They really got to have a solid drive. A solid drive here would put the game away.
And Petey looked like overthrew his man on that. He was intended for Ned Holmes, and it just went over his head. And right there for the INT was Rosser.
First and 10 for the Rockets at the 35-yard line. Mike Vespa, the ball carrier on this one. And Vespa will get about 6 or 7 yards on that.
Will Dario, number 4, brings him down.
All right.
A gain of 6 yards on the play. 2nd and 4 for Needham.
2nd and 4 for the Rockets at the Wellesley, at their own 42.
Look for Needham to let the clock run between every play here, and then stay to the run.
7:21. I formation for the Rockets. Oh. Hand off again, Vespa. Nice run for him and a huge first down inside Wellesley territory.
Number 57, Jack Dario, Wellesley.
Jack Dario with the tackle for the Raiders.
14 yards.
14-yard pickup there for Vespa. Well, Needham doing all their scoring in the first half. Pinapento and Mark Riley with a 61-yard touchdown reception. And then again, Dan Pierce. And another one from Pinapento. And Wellesley, Dan Elfman. And just a little while ago, they scored here in the second half. We'll take it to Mike Vespa, the ball carrier.
Will Dario brings him down.
Will Dario on the tackle.
Wellesley.
6 minutes and change to play here in regulation. Second down and 3.
Yeah, this drive has been all Vespa. Look for him to continue to carry the load here on this possession.
The Rockets win. They will be the Bay State Conference Carry Division champions. If they lose, they will need help from Walpole. And Wellesley, of course, playing in their final game of the season. Motion from Pierce. Handoff to Vespa.
Vespa on the carry once again.
And Vespa carrying the load here, no pun intended. And another first down, it should be.
No,
Yep.
timeout Wellesley.
Timeout for the Raiders.
20-second timeout.
5:40 to play in regulation. Gentlemen, your thoughts on the game so far this afternoon, or this morning?
Well, it's been a wild shoot. The first half was definitely a wild shootout, and the second half has been like ground and pound football. And Wellesley was making a comeback. They didn't go away, as you never see teams go away in this rivalry. So I don't think their effort was enough. There's going to be enough, but it's great to see. And it's been a great game so far, living up to everything this rivalry usually does.
Ryan Charter with the quarterback keeper on that one, Robbie.
Yeah, definitely. And like Aaron just said, it was a high-scoring first half, more of a defense in the second half, and looks like Needham's just trying to churn the clock away here, trying to close out this game.
Mason Griffin with the tackle for Wellesley.
And I think the time is definitely playing a factor. As the teams tried to get their scoring over with in the first half, and now they're trying to play the clock here in the second half.
5 minutes, 10 seconds to play here in regulation. High formation for the Rockets. Charter handoff. Oh, almost tripped up on that one was Vespa. And he'll still hold on to it.
By number 40,
Isaac Blanket on the stop for Wellesley. We are now under 5 minutes. And a timeout here called by Wellesley. They'll have one timeout left. Wellesley with one timeout remaining in the half.
I'd like to make sure we give a round of applause for our Wellesley High School cheerleaders and for Wellesley High School pep band. They've done a great job all
4:54 to play here in regulation.
These are some of the best in the state.
Well, let's take a look at the Bay State Conference standings coming into Thanksgiving Day today. Right at the top in the conference, of course, was the Walpole Rebels. Yep, Walpole 9-1. The Weymouth Wildcats 8-2 coming into it. Needham 7-3, and Natick also 8-2. They're in the Herget. Norwood and Framingham 6-4. Newton North 4-6. Braintree and Brookline 3-7. Wellesley 2-8, and Milton at the bottom 1-9. So the Curie division, that's where it matters here. Even though Weymouth has the better overall record coming into it on Thanksgiving, if Needham wins, they got Weymouth head-to-head, which proved to be a huge win against Weymouth early in the season back in October.
Yeah, well, back in that game, they were fully healthy. They had Burnett, they had Ian Riley, and they just played an amazing game.
And Charter, play action, let's see. He'll try to get it off quick for Pinapento. It's caught, and it's a touchdown. Nico Pinapento reels in his third touchdown of the day, and the Needham Rockets on top of the Wellesley Raiders, 34-18.
Wow.
Another great pass there by Charter, and Panapinto is right there. He's having a sensational game.
And he's a junior.
Yeah, he'll definitely be back next year. Also a great lacrosse player committed to Fairfield for lacrosse. So definitely he'll be a premier athlete for Needham next year.
4 minutes, 44 seconds remaining in regulation. Andrew Morochik will attempt the extra point. And Morochik's extra point attempt is good. He's been right on today. 35 for Needham, 18 for Wellesley.
Yeah, Morochik 5 for 5 on PATs. All of them going straight through pretty much. He's been one of the best kickers in the Bay State, as he is a first-year kicker who played soccer his previous 3 years here at Needham. So great to see Morochik having a great season and a great end to the season today.
Oh, we're starting to see a mass exit now
Yeah.
for Wellesley especially.
Yeah, this traffic will be tough at the end.
Certainly not 128 or the expressway, but still, yes. Guess I can take the turkey out of the oven a little earlier now, huh?
Yeah.
And get home for the Packers-Lions game, another
That's a
great
great
game on Thanksgiving. There's a
Dallas,
slew of
Miami
great
this
games.
afternoon, and then Baltimore, San Francisco tonight.
Yeah, the two Harbaugh brothers squaring off in the
First time
holiday.
ever, two brothers going against each other in the NFL.
Yeah, and the holiday is all about family relations and coach versus coach, brother versus brother.
Doesn't get
Can't
better
get
than
more
that.
oriented than that.
Morochik short kickoff, and it'll be right at the 40-yard line. We got a flag here. You know, I gotta say, the referees are letting both teams play today.
Yeah.
Not a lot of penalties at all.
No.
I'd say less than 5.
Yeah, the only one I can remember, well, aside from that one, which doesn't really count as a penalty, but there was an illegal shift on Danny Pierce, but no holdings, no pass interferences that have ruined big plays.
Yeah, the only penalty against Needham I can remember was that face mask early in the game.
Yeah.
Wellesley,
Yeah,
I don't
that
think
too.
had any penalties. I can't
No,
remember. I
none
really.
that I can remember.
It's been a very clean game.
Wellesley takes over at its own 39.
First and 10 for the Raiders at their own 39-yard line. They trailed Needham 35-18. Mike Riley, Aaron Siegel, and Robbie Johnson. From Wellesley's Honeywell Field, 124th meeting of the oldest high school football rivalry in the country. Penny, it's a handoff here to Elfman. No, excuse me. Number 20, Alex Pernicus, and Zach Nussbaum on the tackle. He's been a great addition for Needham this year.
Yeah, he played football freshman year, took sophomore and junior year off, and now he's come in here senior year having a great season at defensive ends. So great tackle there for Nussbaum and great season for Nussbaum.
4:18 left on the clock, deflected by Nussbaum.
Yeah,
Wow.
that was a great play by Nussbaum, and now it's 3rd and long.
Perfect time. We were just talking about him. They're down at 9 for the Raiders.
3rd and 9 at their own 40
If Wellesley doesn't convert a first down here, I'd say that would just about be it for this one.
Yeah.
Penny to pass, and it will be complete.
Completed at about the 50-yard line.
24 at the start.
That is a first down, so Wellesley still has a bit of life.
Tucker Morgan with the reception for the Raiders.
Although I don't see how they're going to score 3 times in less than 4 minutes.
Dan Cavanaugh in on the tackle for Needham. 1st and 10 for the Raiders at the Needham 40-yard line. Excuse me, 50-yard line, right at midfield. And incomplete.
Incomplete. The pass was intended for
Intended for Morgan.
broken up by Walsh of
Kevin Walsh in on the coverage for the Rockets. Boy, he had a fumble recovery for a touchdown in the end zone against the Newton North Tigers. Really slipped in very nicely at the cornerback position the last couple games, and this one as well. During the absence of Nico Pinapento. Shotgun formation again. Peeny, 2nd and 10 at midfield.
Peeny back to pass once again.
Intercepted! Ronnie Rosser, his 3rd touchdown, 3rd interception of the day, and the 3rd will be the best. It is a pick 6. And the Needham Rockets with a 44-18 lead, 41-18 lead over the Wellesley Raiders.
Wow.
3 interceptions for Ronnie Rosser.
Yeah, we haven't seen him feature too much on defense, and today is his coming out party.
Yeah, he read that perfectly, and Elfman had one shot at him, but basically he was gone down the sideline. Great play.
Watch the wires.
And this game is definitely over. 41-18.
Ronnie Rosser, 3 interceptions, and the 3rd was the best.
There's a whole slew of people you could give the MVP for Needham to in this game. You could give it to Rosser, you could give it to Panapinto. Charter's played really well.
Charter, yeah. Vespa. The defense is holding on to Wellesley as well. Morochik's extra point attempt is good. 42 for Needham, 18 for Wellesley, 3:35 to play. So the Needham Rockets are headed back to the postseason. They will play Brockton or Durfee, it looks like.
New Bedford.
Or New Bedford, too.
Thank you, yeah. Winner of the Big 3. That's the Big 3 conference
That's an
down there.
interesting situation in the Big 3 where the winner of the league has to have a 500 record or better.
Correct.
And I know Brockton has to win today if they want to go out. New Bedford goes with the win over Durfee.
Yep.
Yeah, but none of those teams having great seasons, so
No, a little weak.
that game isn't out of reach.
No.
Definitely, if Needham was healthy, I would have given them a heavy favorite in that game.
The Rockets will play Tuesday night in the postseason. Location to be announced. You'll want to check MIAA.net for that one. And they are your 2011 Cary Division champions of the Bay State Conference. Meanwhile, the Wellesley Raiders will have to control the clock here for the next 3.5 minutes.
I think it's
2.5 minutes.
2.5 minutes, yeah.
Talk about a bad angle. We can't even see the scoreboard.
But a great way. Needham going into the playoffs on a very high note after this game.
Yeah. Wellesley playing pretty well there to start the second half, switching off with the quarterbacks, Chris Sarney and Matt Peeny. Very impressed by that. I thought Tucker Morgan had a very good game for the Raiders.
Yeah. Oh, Elfman as
Elfman
well.
too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Timeout taken by Needham.
Timeout for the Rockets. All right.
20-second timeout.
And Mike, we talked about earlier how young this Wellesley team is, so hopefully they're building towards the future here with a lot of sophomores and juniors on this 2 deep. And, hopefully next year they can come out stronger. Obviously they won't have PD or Alfman or those guys, but, Sardi showed some good things at quarterback. They've had good younger guys step up, so hopefully they're building for good things to come.
Correct. Shotgun formation. Handoff. And that's Alex Pernicus. Pernoka, excuse me.
35 to start.
Dan Pierce in on the tackle.
Pierce of Needham, gain of 4 yards on the play.
Yes.
So if
Second down
Needham
and
wins
5.
that game on Tuesday night against one of the teams from the Big Three, they would go to Gillette Stadium and play for a Super Bowl, but a long way to go until that.
Well, they're hoping this is the first step of 3 games to glory. And a good opportunity for the Rockets, too, coming into the playoffs, coming in with the win. This is the first time now for the Rockets going into the postseason where they have won on Thanksgiving Day. The 3 previous times they had lost on Thanksgiving Day. So that could be a momentum shifter right there, certainly in their favor.
Yeah, well, as Mike Vespa said on the pregame show in the interview, going into the playoffs after losing to Wellesley is the worst feeling ever.
Horrible. You're just sour and probably have a better chance losing the playoff game than the Thanksgiving Day game.
But going into the playoff game with a 3-possession win over Wellesley, there's no better feeling than that.
That is complete.
Wow.
Nice catch by Tucker Morgan. Kid's only a junior for Wellesley.
Yeah.
He's going to be a force next year when he's a senior.
Oh yeah, it's a receiver and a kicker. I mean, the kick. Unfortunately, we didn't get to see him kick it all today, but he's got a very good leg.
He's my preseason Bay State Conference first team next year.
All right, hey.
Preseason. Another 8-9 months to go. Under 2 minutes to play here in regulation. Pernokas and Dan Sheehan in on the tackle.
He's picked up by Follow of Needham, number 50.
Second down and 7 for the Raiders at the Needham 25-yard line.
Yeah, so a minute and a half to go here in this one. Needham 42, Wellesley 18.
Shotgun formation here for Penny. Penny back to pass, and it will be incomplete. I thought Dan Pierce was going to rail that one in.
He wanted it, but
Knocked down by Pierce to break up the
that was a good play by the Wellesley receiver. Can't quite tell who it was, but a great play by the Wellesley receiver.
Tucker Morgan.
Yeah,
Who else
Tucker
but
Morgan.
Morgan.
Yeah, Mike Riley's
for Wellesley.
year in advance prediction
You like
for
that
Bay
one,
State
huh?
Conference All-Star.
Halftime, we had a great recognition ceremony, the Doug Flutie Bay State Conference Award. Awarded to a Needham High School athlete, as we said, graduate Needham High. Will Stenberg, last year All-American for lacrosse, all-time scoring leader for Needham. Now playing lacrosse at the University of Albany. Peony will be chased out of bounds by number 62 there, Tyler Cox. And for Wellesley, Blake Dietrich.
Yeah.
Playing at Princeton now, I believe.
Yeah, played basketball. Unfortunately, not able to be here today. Had a basketball commitment at Princeton, so she's actually still there over Thanksgiving break, which is too bad. But her parents out there accepting the award on her behalf.
A fantastic honor. Congratulations to Blake Dietrich and Will Stenberg.
Yeah.
2 great athletes, and really we've seen so many good athletes, not in just game here, but all across the Bay State Conference and all the sports. Needham, the defending boys tennis state champions, and one of the captains right here, Robbie, Aaron Siegel.
Thank you, Mike. We got another great team going into this spring. 6 out of our 7 starters are returning, so hopefully we can do very well again.
Aaron, I take cash or check. 4th down for the Raiders coming up here at the Needham 28. But best of luck, though, with the tennis this year.
Thank you.
So Wellesley will finish the season 2-9. The Rockets will finish the regular season 8-3. Last season, the Rockets finished 9-2. Did not make the postseason, but that obviously was because Weymouth was a perfect. Well, actually 9-1 they finished, and then Natick was also a powerhouse. Or Walpole rather.
Walpole, yeah.
Went undefeated. Tip of the cap to Coach Bill Tracy for the Wellesley Raiders, doing a fine job with his program here.
Especially a tough year for him,
Absolutely.
keeping those kids focused and, fired up to go coming into this game.
Yeah.
Always a tough job when your team's 2-8 coming to Thanksgiving, but you're right, he's done a great job with his program.
Really has. And, of course, Coach Dave Duffy and his fine staff. Under a minute. Penny to pass. Last chance for Wellesley to keep it alive, and they will. Oh, it's intercepted by Dan Kavanaugh. Kavanaugh with the INT. 4 interceptions for Wellesley today. Turned over in Needham's favor.
Right now, Needham will get into the best formation an offense can be in, the victory formation.
Timeout, Needham.
It's more of a pass and a fumble. He was taken down, fumbled it, and then Kavanaugh did get it. But regardless, 4 turnovers for Wellesley, and Needham, they'll just most likely take the knee here with 53 seconds to play in the fourth.
Yeah, as I said, victory formation, a favorite for every team to be in.
And certainly a sour position when you're on the opposite side.
Yeah.
He was the governor of Kentucky, U.S. Senator, and baseball commissioner. He coached at Wellesley High School.
So,
I'm sorry.
yeah, one of the questions going into this game was whether Eric Johnson would be here, as he was seen in wearing his Needham High jacket in a photo with fiancee Jessica Simpson, but I'm sure the announcer would have mentioned if he were here, so I doubt he is.
This guy's got every fact in the book, for crying out loud. I also want to thank the hard-working crew behind the scenes here for both the Needham and Wellesley channels. You'll see their names in the credits at the end of the game. And Needham, Matt McGloin, now in at quarterback. There are a lot of questions after Drew Burnett went down middle of the season. Who would be the next quarterback? Would it be Matt McGloin or Ryan Charter? Charter obviously won it out. But McGloin will close out this game here, the 124th meeting.
New quarterback for Wellesley, for Needham, Matt McGloin.
And McGloin will hand it off to Rashawn Wise, who left the game earlier, limping off the field, obviously back now.
Yeah, surprised to see that Needham still running plays here, as I was sure they'd need it, but they wanted to make sure that Wise's ankle was okay, and he looks to be walking a little slow, which is a bad sign.
Yeah, I'd get him out now.
Number 65, Brian Pedersen.
Under 30 seconds. Last play of the game coming up. 2nd down and 4. Gentlemen, your final thoughts of the game before we wrap up.
Great job by Needham. Congratulations to them, Bay State Carry Division champions. And Wellesley, like I said, building towards the future. Hopefully they'll be back better than ever next year.
And great job for Needham going to the playoffs, weathering a tough start to this game. Wellesley played their game of the season, I'd say, and congratulations to Needham. They're going to the playoffs Tuesday night. Bay State Carry champions.
42-18 is the final. The Rockets celebrating this one 2 years in a row. They've beaten the Wellesley Raiders. And the score does not indicate how this one was played for a long time, but the Rockets pulled away in the end. Gentlemen, excellent job as always. A true pleasure and an honor to work with you guys on Thanksgiving Day.
Thanks, Mike.
All right. Robbie Johnson on the end. Aaron Siegel in the middle. Mike Riley here. The Needham Rockets are headed to the postseason. They will play Tuesday night. And be sure to check NIAA.net. We'll be there for that, covering right here on the Needham channel. Me and Aaron will be there. The Wellesley Raiders finished 2-9. Congratulations and the best of luck to them. For the seniors, their final game here ever. Last one in a Wellesley uniform. Needham will have one more shot, maybe 2. All right, for all the hard-working crew behind the scenes for the Wellesley and Needham channels, Mike Riley is saying so long here from Wellesley's Honeywell Field. This is the 124th edition of the oldest high school football rivalry in the country. Needham 42, Wellesley 18. Happy Thanksgiving. Goodbye, everybody.